Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Ever since the dawn of gaming, the industry has sought to replicate the experience of exploring space. Whether through the guise of an RPG or standard aerial combat shooter, there are plenty of Nintendo Switch games that take place in space, so I decided to make a list of the best Nintendo Switch games that occur in space. Let me know in comments if I missed out on any games that should be included, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. As far as Nintendo Switch space games are concerned, you can't get much better than Metroid Dread. The latest installment in Nintendo's non-linear side-scrolling series successfully modernizes the franchise without alienating hardcore fans. Quality of life improvements such as a more detailed map make the game more navigable to the average players without sacrificing the exploration that fans love.
You do the work, get paid.
Citizen Sleeper might be one of 2022's biggest sleeper hits. This narrative-driven RPG takes a different ship from most other genre entries on consoles. The gameplay involves managing various ships and pieces of machinery using cursors and menus rather than directly controlling an avatar. This hands-off approach allows the poignant choice-driven narrative to take center stage. Come to Citizen Sleeper if you want a game that will make you think.
Make yourself here. They don't own you anymore.
Break their locks. Access their secrets. We are waiting.
Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime is the perfect game to play with a good friend or romantic partner. While it is perfectly playable alone, its uniquely frantic gameplay shines when other human players are involved. Players pilot a spaceship in search of materials to upgrade said ship. All of the ship's facilities must be micromanaged individually. While one player is activating a defense grid, the other mans a turret. While one player dictates the ship's movement, the other is firing away at enemies. It's fast-paced without being overwhelming or frustrating. Alien Isolation is one of the more graceful Nintendo Switch conversions. As a cross-gen title, it has a clear edge over the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions even if it doesn't match the PS4 or Xbox One releases. This leaves little friction between the player and the game, one which is still among the best horror games of the past decade. The alien AI's invulnerable and adaptability makes it a constant threat that's far more menacing than the stalker equivalents in the Resident Evil games. There's also a huge curveball toward the tail end of the game that ratchets up the tension just when you started becoming comfortable with your main adversary. Everspace is a roguelike space shooter game with an addictive gameplay loop. Instead of placing you in the vast openness of space, the game is split between dedicated levels. After defeating enough enemies and collecting resources, you unlock the next level within that run. These resources can be used to upgrade your equipment or buy new ships. It's also replayable as each level is randomly generated, which combined with a loot hunt can make it hard to put down.
It is recommended you fix it before your next encounter.
If you say so.
Starlink Battle for Atlas appears similar to No Man's Sky in the sense that players explore vastly different planets throughout space. Unlike No Man's Sky, its world isn't a merely infinite procedurally generated black hole. While quite large, the Starlink
We
map has
expeditions stay within our planetary
it also
gravity wells
places a
for a
larger
reason.
emphasis on combat
Even
and
the
ship
prospectors
customization,
rarely see space
influenced
these
by its
days.
initial toys to
See?
life run.
Even
Aside
the
from the
eggheads
base
got
ship
street
model,
smarts.
Ubisoft also sold
It's the
various
way we live.
attachments, which could be
Or
slotted
else we
onto
don't.
existing ship frames. Every ship part can also be accessed through the game without any particular steps.
To make short work of the enemies, we'll use the Orbital Strike, Mason's special ability to give a devastating blow to our attackers.
Doom is often regarded as one of the most impressive impossible Nintendo Switch ports. Initially released in 2016, targeting high-end 60 FPS visuals for the time, it was a technical achievement. For those that are okay with the drop to 30 frames per second, Doom is still one of the best modern shooters around. It reinvents the series without chasing modern trends that feel out of place. Doom also gets points for introducing the contextual glory kill system, which never gets old.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in place.
All is as predicted. I am adjusting your health and biofeedback to reflect your improved.
As the debut and only game by Typhoon Studios, Journey to the Savage Planet is a strong start and lasting legacy for a team that got cut short. Its visually stunning handcrafted planet rewards exploration and resource management. Even if combat isn't its strongest suit, you'll find plenty to dig into, from cataloging various species and fauna to solving puzzles across its open world. This inviting visual style is matched by an equally infectious setup, replete with hilariously satirical dialogue and world building.
Pilot disengaged by distress signal.
Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is an open-world space combat game that spans roughly 40 star systems. Despite taking place almost exclusively through the confines of a spaceship in open space, it is filled with dozens of hours content. This includes optional distractions such as dice, poker, and pool. Players that tend to grow attached to their vehicles in video games will be excited to mess around with the ship painting feature. This expansive toolset lets you paint custom designs onto your ships, with a user interface that resembles old-school Microsoft Paint. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw is an expansive playground that's worth taking on the go. Astroneer is a life simulation-based building title. Its 7 worlds are the canvas through which players gather resources, expand their bases, and build elaborate contraptions for automating previously manual labor. You're even able to shape the planet's terrain itself, making immaculate sculptures and pathways with little restriction. It can be confusing to start with, but it's also rewarding once you understand how all of its systems work.